Oh man, it's going to be a good day all around. Now, of course, Leanne, this is a very exciting time in your life and an exciting time for the Good Hope FM family, of course, Cape Town-based radio station, because they've been enjoying the station, or listeners have been enjoying the new lineup that is promising to level things up, and they've been doing so. And so this morning we're joined by DJs Kyeezi, the host of The Great Drive weekdays from 3 till 6 p.m, and Tamara Snow, who hosts Reset on Sunday nights between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. to share with us the journey and the experience and what it's been like and what its future holds for Good Hope FM. Let's welcome Kyeezi and Tamara Snow. Finally, they're here. Good to have you guys here.
You know, this is such an exciting time for Good Hope FM. As we all, before we do anything, I feel like there's nothing happening here. Kat's the only one that's sorted himself out. Yeah. Can we, guys, can we get you something to drink? What would you like to drink tomorrow?
I'd love some rooibos tea.
A rooibos tea,
yes.
UK?
Latte.
A latte. A rooibos tea
Latte.
and a latte and maybe a cappuccino for me if anybody still cares. I don't know. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, I think it's really an exciting time at Good Hope FM. I think for the first time in radio history, it has a massive representation of women.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
Tamara
amazing.
Snow,
That's
congratulations on your first show at Good Hope FM. We've got Jerry Saunders, who hosts It's About Time every weekday evening. We've also got Yonda Bass, and she does Sundays. Myself, Lunch with Leanne, every weekday from 12 to 3. So it's incredible.
Yes.
Hey. What is your take on this beautiful representation of women in radio, and especially at Good Hope FM?
Yes. Look, well, I think it's really important. I think as individuals, I think that we have worked very hard to get to where we are. And as women in itself, I mean, there's been so many women that I've looked up to in the industry. For example, Jeannie D. When I was a teen, I would listen to her on Good Hope FM, and she, I feel, like many others, paved the way for me. And I'm hoping that we can do the same for other young girls who also want to come into the industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. And Kyeezi, for you, I mean, you started at Good Hope FM, if I remember correctly, and I remember seeing you in studio as well, and then you moved your talents over to Metro FM, and now back home again at Good Hope FM. What's that journey been like for you, and what is it like for you to be standing now as the leader of your own? I mean, Great
it's the drive show, guys. It is the drive show.
Be honest, that's huge.
Look, it's a dream come true. I think for any person who does radio as a radio jock, seeing yourself doing a drive time show is the ultimate pinnacle for your career. So, having been at Good Hope for a number of years, the station's really sort of honed me. I've learned a lot about the craftsmanship of being a radio jock.
Yeah.
I've grown to understand what Good Hope FM does, and like you said, working with Metro FM and just having that exposure and that level of skill that I can bring to the table is something that I'm really excited to bring to Cape Town every single weekday.
Well done, man.
Wow,
well done, man. This is huge. It's amazing.
That is so awesome. Such an exciting time. Tomorrow, you host the Sunday night show called Reset, but you're also very much involved in the weekday show called The Works with Stan Mars. How do you make sure that you take everything that happens in the week and you help listeners kind of end off the week in a positive note with your Sunday show? Because I think that that's the beautiful cherry on that proverbial radio cake.
Yes. Well, look, because I'm working in the week with my bestie, Stan Mars.
Of course.
I am luckily in touch, and I do a lot of research during the week as well.
Yeah.
Sunday nights is all about hitting the reset button and getting listeners ready for the week ahead. Nice. So we've got good music. We try and keep them up to date with what's happening in the world, and just quite a lot of interaction as well. Yeah.
Wonderful stuff.
It's exciting stuff, and of course, with this new lineup and the leveling up, and people are excited to be engaged with you guys. So tell us about all the exciting events and campaigns that are coming up that are going to be getting your loyal listeners super excited about what's going on.
Look, I mean, Good Hope FM turns 53 this year, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a station that's been around for a number of years. Yeah. If you know Good Hope FM and it's our birthday, it's a big deal. We always do things big, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We've got some of the best DJs from the Western Cape, all on our station. So if you're a fan of music, if you're a fan of great times, and you're a fan of making amazing memories, Good Hope FM is where you want to be tuned into. I don't want to tell you all the events because you actually have to tune into the station to find out.
Oh, okay, all right.
You have to tune into the station to find out.
That's good.
But we've got a lot of things that we're going to be around campuses. We're going to be visiting CPUT, I know, pretty soon. UWC we're going to be visiting very soon. So we're going to be all over the place. Man. You just have to tune in to find out.
What a time, right?
It's wonderful. Very, very exciting indeed. And like I said, as everybody enjoys their cups of coffee, please.
You still? Oh, okay.
Must be nice. Make sure you level up by listening listening to the great lineup and music on Good Hope FM. You can tune in every day by dialing into 94 to 97 megahertz. Do not miss it, of course. It's going to be an exciting year ahead. Speaking through, can I?
Sure.